In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. Remember those bass DVDs from like the 90s?
Yeah.
Bass, 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 bass.
Tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
Bass.
Fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
Hey. Well, it's
all
Sunday
about
of the
that
week,
bass.
and we're gonna do a thing. John, tell them what we're gonna do.
We're fucking masturbating, boys.
Hey, that's right. It is a Freedom Friends Master Debate. We're coming to you not even fucking close to live from the Warfighter Tobacco Studios in beautiful
San Antoine.
San Antoine, Teja,
Which is French for who gives a fuck.
which is French for the best goddamn city in the world.
That's like an oxymoron, though. It's not. You can't say that in French because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't speak French or whatever. Fuck you.
Because French is the opposite of freedom, which
That's right.
Texas embodies.
That's true.
So
That's true.
We're like everything France wants to be.
no, we're everything France doesn't want to
No,
be.
France is exactly what France wants to be.
Yeah, we're like France was Napoleonic
The
area.
problem with France is there's like France, and then there's Paris.
Yeah.
And then there's like some other city like towards the south that like also does their own fucking thing. They don't call themselves French, they're something else.
So there's French people, there's Parisians.
And then there's whoever the fuck that is that lives down by the coast that
But the thing about
It's like their own
the
fucking
common
thing.
denominator between all of them is they all speak surrender.
That's true. Facts.
truth.
Facts.
Yeah.
Truth.
That's the truth.
But they like to drink.
That's true.
Those motherfuckers like to drink.
And you know what? I also like to drink.
I do too.
Maybe you should go be Frenchy.
Matter of fact, we're having some drinks while we get this masturbation on.
That's right.
And nothing like drinking and masturbating.
I got my big old rubber masturbating
You
shoes
got
on.
So
Mine are more specific.
producer
Test.
extraordinaire, Chin Music Justin.
What you got for us today?
What you
there,
got
kid?
for us there, buddy?
Well, boys.
Speaking of like to drink,
Okay, boys.
as we talked about on the podcast,
Yeah.
a lot of us had a good drinking weekend. I
We
want to
did.
know if you could drink anywhere. Where's your favorite place to go drink?
Bathtub.
Shower beers are
Fucking
awesome.
fair.
Shower beers are good.
I didn't say shower. I said fucking bathtub.
There's no water involved. Jazz just sits in the bathtub and drinks.
But I'm still naked.
You ever play
I
Edward
like the way
40
the cold
Hands?
porcelain
you-
feels on my skin.
Did you ever play Edward 40
That
Hands?
is a great game.
I have not.
The
played
secret to that is wearing board shorts. So when you have to piss, just go stand in the tub and
That's
just
it.
be like,
The secret to that game
suck it, bitches.
is to always convince somebody else to do it.
For,
I think
for
we should
anybody
all
not,
do it for a
anybody
podcast.
not familiar with what
There's
Edward 40
nothing
Hands
in
is.
40 ounce though
So
that is
That's-
even remotely worth drinking.
That's the point.
Hey, that wasn't a deal or anything. We just have to do Edward 40 Hands. No one said it has to taste good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I've gotten to the age where
I
I no
want-
longer have
so
to
for-
drink
for all you that
shit.
don't know what
I
Edward 40
I
Hands
want
is.
Steel Reserve and Colt 45, motherfucker.
Wow.
For all you
I'll
that
go and fucking rogue.
Yeah, I want to go hardcore, bitch.
for all you listeners that don't know what Edward or fuck, god damn it.
Yeah, Edward 40 Hands. Edward 40 Hands. Yeah.
You literally duct tape a 40 to each hand, and you have no access. You can't move your fingers. You can't move your thumbs. You're holding a 40 in each hand.
Yep.
And you can't take them off until you finish both of them.
Yeah.
Steel Reserve, Colt 45.
So, wow. I figured out a loophole to this.
Wow.
And
Okay.
aside from my board short idea, which would work really good if you're in a river too, that'd be even better.
Oh, it doesn't matter what shirt you're wearing at that.
Jazz, I'm willing to hook you up, and we can make you an Edward 16 hands.
To drink what?
But what you
Two
do,
16-ounce beers.
so if you get to, because you get to
Of
pick
your
what kind of
choosing.
beer
Of
you
my
want.
choosing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did is I found a 40-ounce Smirnoff Ice,
Ooh.
That's not bad. That's a pretty good call.
and then I had a
actually.
40 ounce of like beer, whatever it was. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was. I think it was Oldie or something.
Yeah.
And so cutting the fucking, because technically a malt liquor,
That's true.
it went down a lot easier. And
How
when it
many-
gets warm, it's not as fucking
How
bearable.
many ounces are in a bottle of Mad Dog? That's got to be
20.
close to 40.
I think they
Probably.
make a Mad Dog 40.
Well, it's 20 equals 40, so probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they're 40 ounces.
God damn, dude. I just had a flashback of Banana Red.
Yeah. we should
Goddamn.
do Mad Dog hands.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, come on. Don't be a bitch. Let's do this.
My first fucking, I think that's everybody's first hangover was Mad Dog 2020, man.
Do they even make it
strawberry
yet?
schnapps and Mountain Dew? That was
No, mine was Boone's Farm.
Peach schnapps was mine.
You know what?
My first hangover was
I
Boone's
bought a
Farm.
bottle of Boone's Farm a while back as a joke, and the joke didn't land. So I had a bottle in my fridge, and I cracked it open and drank it, and it reminded me of being 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a terrible call.
You take 4 sips, jerk off, and then feel bad about yourself.
I'll never get laid.
Favorite place to drink?
Favorite place to drink? Like,
That's what you're asking, right? Not favorite thing, but favorite place to drink?
Like place as an atmosphere.
He's not fucking paying attention. Y'all want to stop watching Pornhub and fucking do the show?
goddamn.
God,
Hey, welcome back.
Jesus.
We're looking at beer. Calm your tits.
TikTok's not going anywhere.
That's right.
It's going
What
to be
are you
around for a
whining about?
good solid 6 or
What are
7
you
more
whining
months.
about?
not even listen.
What favorite place to drink? That was the
Like
topic.
place.
But-
be
but
be
that-
specific. Like,
that
like
in-
a specific bar.
Like, is it a
or-
bar or is it
Home,
like
a bar at the winery,
an
friend's
atmosphere?
house. Fuck, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I like drinking in bars.
Yeah,
I like
do.
going to like a good dive bar and just fucking.
I like drinking at a shit bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheap booze, good
Yeah.
friends. That's my ideal
I
place
can get a
to
little
drink.
rowdy.
Yeah, I can be kind of an asshole and
Yeah.
we can make jokes, be loud.
I
Nobody
can,
cares.
I have to be able to smoke though.
Maybe there's a jukebox.
Like I can't go to one of those bars that's like, no, we don't smoke inside or on the patio. I can
Yeah,
be like, you can go
can't do
fucking
that.
pound sand.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there are certain criteria.
Like I love our after work bar.
It's good.
I fucking love that place.
Yeah.
It's like $3 drinks. Place is a fucking shithole. Nobody cares about
Yeah.
anything.
I
Everything's-
literally sent a dude to the hospital in that fucking bar and they were like, go order another drink. And I was like, sweet.
I mean, like nobody gives a fuck in there.
Yeah.
Like
I do like drinking in bars, but it's not my favorite.
So what's your favorite?
what's your favorite
My
place to drink?
favorite place to drink is on a boat. It's on a boat.
Like drinking on a boat.
I like drinking on a boat. Because usually, if I'm on a boat, I'm at a place and I'm with like really close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome.
I'm going to guess John's
Where?
inner tube.
No.
No,
not
that's
even
mine.
close.
My favorite place to drink is probably the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good place.
It's my.
We had a good
that's-
time. We had a good time.
It's just you are not going to get stressed out drinking there.
That's true.
Like you're not going to get in a fight. You're not going to. Nobody's going to come in. And,
Unless you forget to bring the fucking waterproof Bluetooth speakers, motherfucker.
Fuck you.
You had one job,
People get
John.
real mad. I've been on the receiving end of this before.
First world problems.
Yeah. I've been on the receiving
But
end
like,
of that one before. Where I
my
forgot
ass
it.
I'm blaming
on
it on my sister. I told her to remind me.
My ass on an inner tube,
She's flipping you off right now.
sitting on an inner tube, fucking drinking, and in the cooler I've got more drinks and probably beef jerky.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking A.
that's going to be a solid.
I don't have a particular location.
Yeah.
I like drinking outside.
Oh
Just
yeah.
outside.
Outside. I would much rather drink outside than drink inside of a building. And it doesn't matter if it's at an outside bar at a patio, if it's in a parking lot, if it's in the woods, on a river, on a lake.
Well, that's the thing
but
about.
just outside.
I like drinking in the pool. Like, have you ever been in one of those bars that has like a swim up bar?
Yeah. Fucking love
Those
it.
are
You know
fucking
the
awesome.
You know the
Fucking
downfall
love
of
it.
doing that though is you sit there for like an hour or two,
Or
and
6.
you look around and you realize
Nobody's
I haven't
left.
gotten out of the pool to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And neither has 46 other people because I've been watching. So you
No, you're just sitting in piss.
But that's why the pool is warm, so we will forgive it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with mine as on a tube.
On a tube.
It doesn't even have to be the river, just on a tube.
Yeah.
Because even like
Caitlin's gonna come home and see Jazz in the living room.
just on a tube.
On a tube.
Just sitting on a tube drinking.
No, like Caitlin took me up to see her college town and stuff like that. And we went to this place up there that was full of college kids and whatever, but it was a fucking
Which town was College
college
Town?
station.
Oh, yeah.
And they have this, I don't want to call it a water park, and it's not a pool. It was like a pool in the middle with a swim up bar, and it had like a lazy river that went around, and then it had like one of those surf things.
Nice.
And then it had like 4 bars just surrounded. There was little cabanas you can get and stuff, but it was meant to like grab a tube, get on the tube, get a cocktail, and then like when you ran out, you like took the little exit ramp off the river then like paddled over to the bar, and you like refilled your fucking margarita or your daiquiri or whatever, and then you took it and fucking paddled your ass back out to the fucking.
There's a place in Ocean City, Maryland. That's very similar to that. It's called Secrets.
Down
That's like that. Have you been to Secrets?
down the
I've been
ocean.
to Ocean City. I don't.
If you've been to Ocean City, you probably went to Secrets.
Probably.
It's basically it's on a bayside, and it's got tables in the bay.
It's down the beach,
It's down the ocean.
down the ocean.
They gotta go down the ocean. You gotta go down the ocean, hun. Fucking, and it's real similar to that. Like
Yeah.
you go out.
It was fucking great.
Hang out in the water.
I was looking at it like, why isn't there one of these in San Antonio?
What fucking
Like, I'd be here all
terrifies
the
me
fucking time.
about that shit is every time I day drink, because outdoor drinking is day drinking. It's during
Yeah.
the day, you know,
Yeah.
it's sun's out, fucking, you know, it's a good time. But my fucking Irish ass, as you guys all know, I have 3 shades, and it is red, white, and peeling,
Yeah.
and I fucking burn easier than fuck. Like
Oh, no, like every-
John, you were sunburned this time last week, and now you're like golden fucking
still got a
brown and
little-
shit.
I've been hiking the shorts
See,
up every
His-
time I go
his
out.
turp is
I would
showing.
look. I would
My
look.
one spot I missed, I'm peeling.
I would look like a fucking. I would look like a goddamn
white.
snake.
I'm whiter than Mikey.
Well, like when we went to that place, and every time I,
just
go to the
tan
river
well.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that, I have so much sunscreen on, the water beads off me.
It's the one spot I missed,
Yeah.
and it's peeling.
Yeah. Because I'm the same way. Like, I
Like,
just,
I just fried.
yeah,
dude.
I burn
So,
down to like the muscular level.
Unlike
yeah, like it's fucking rowdy.
Like I've had my forehead turn into bacon. Just like fuck. And it was all, and it was because of drinking. You know, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was fucking drinking at Tropical Beach in Okinawa, which was a fucking terrible idea. I put sunscreen on once. And then
The day before.
And then 6 hours later, when I walked off the beach and I get home and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm a little crispy.
you got to get that shit now that like I said, when I put that shit on, the water beads off me.
Yeah.
Like I can get out of the pool, I'm like, I'm dry. Like
Oh,
the
dude.
shit doesn't even like water doesn't even stick.
I
I'm like,
apply it with spackle, bro. It's like, have
Yeah.
you seen that? There's a meme where people like, it's
Mikey's
like,
just got this
white
white
guys go
paste
out,
on him.
and it's like the dude with the fucking painting roller and he just rolls his face.
Yeah.
That's essentially me. Like I have to.
no, absolutely. But I'm down.
Unlike the rivers,
On a tube, big stupid hat.
unlike the rivers in Texas where you tube down them, in Nebraska we had rivers, but we'd take our 4-wheelers down them.
Yeah.
And so I had a 4-wheeler, and one of my buddies is like, hey, whatever you think you're going to drink, bring twice as many. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll do this. So I bring a 30-pack, right? I drank a whole 30-pack 4-wheeling on a river, and I was not even fucking fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy.
When I lived in California, I used to go out to a place called Ocotillo Wells. It's out in the middle of like
I've been
sand
there.
dunes and shit. Yeah, it's awesome. Big off-road fucking thing. Everybody takes trucks and quads and shit out. And we used to go out there and get fucking wasted. It was the same thing. Like we would fill up an entire
place
truck.
Is a hidden giant party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
only a small amount of people know about that, and the people that know about it are like, oh yeah, it's a place to go 4-wheeling, and the rest of the people are like, ah, fuck that shit.
Like
And then you go there and you're like, no, this is a fucking party where
Yeah.
drunk people take a fucking $80,000 vehicle and smash it.
yeah.
Speaking of that, we need to go to the one
Red next
pla-
to the paychecks.
Red
Yep.
next to the paychecks. We need to do that.
Here, the river for a while back in like 07, 08, 09, you'd go to the river, and everybody had about 36 inches of rope with a carabiner on the end of it, like tied onto their personal tube. And it didn't matter what it was. Like you'd make like one joke to a dude, and all of a sudden somebody would just like throw you the line, and you'd like fucking hook it on the handle of your shit. And before you knew it, there's like 30 or 40 people all fucking hooked together,
Nice.
just like fucking floating down the river because you didn't want the party to shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would just hook in, and then you didn't have to like think about
It's
it.
all good
anymore.
until you hit the chutes.
Yeah.
Well, no, because typically when they got to that size, you'd see everybody fucking start paddling over that little like parking area on the side of the river where you just like the water doesn't move anymore.
Yeah.
Then you're just sitting there,
Yeah.
and inevitably you have that one dude in the middle that's just just passed the fuck out. But yeah, mine's gonna be on a tube, whether it's like in a lazy river or on the river or
Living room.
fucking somebody's pool. Like I don't give a fuck. Yeah, large bathtub.
Yeah.
Like
I can totally see Jazz with like goggles and a snorkel and a tube and a bathtub. It's like, bro.
Hey.
He'd be like, what?
Arm floaties count as tubes. So.
yeah, true. So I'm gonna go with on a tube. You're just saying anywhere outside,
Yeah, anywhere outside.
just
Doesn't
outside
matter.
drinking.
That's it. I'd
But
rather
you're
be
just
outside than
going
inside.
dive bar.
I like dive bars.
You're a dive bar guy.
Yeah. I just like I like
Your
if there's
Baltimore showing.
if there's sawdust on the fucking
Your
ground.
Baltimore showing.
Well, dude, it's fucking. God, I hope not. Fuck.
Yeah, that statement right there.
Yeah, because your Boston's clearly not showing because nobody in Boston says, I'm just going to go to a dive bar because every bar in Massachusetts is a fucking dive bar.
Yeah, I know. Well, up there, it's just a bar.
It's a bar.
It's just like, I'm just going to go to a bar.
It's the bar.
It's the bar.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bar.
Go to the bar.
I'm going to the bar on the way back. I'm going to hit the packy, grab a sixer, head home, drink it in a pilot.
Yeah, you're Baltimore showing, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not from Baltimore. I just enjoy dive bars. I would say my favorite dive bar
The Yellow Rose.
is, well,
That's not a dive bar.
that's
That's
a classy
institution.
joint. Yellow Rose, give us money.
Are they open?
Drive through.
My favorite dive bar I think I've ever been to. Oh, man.
Ooh, that's a tough.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
a tough one, dude.
Favorite
Best
dive
dive
bar
bar?
I've ever been to.
My favorite dive bar. You know what? The Red Rooster in Oceanside, California. Shout out to the Red Rooster. Also one of the best cheeseburgers I've ever had in my life.
I'm gonna go with Jake's Billiards, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Nice.
Even that was
Fucking
such a
A.
shithole dive bar that didn't care that even their bathrooms were called poles and holes, and that's
The-
what told you where you were supposed to take a piss.
The Long Branch, out in the middle of the country, outside of Columbus, Nebraska. It's a
All right.
dive bar. It's great.
John?
Best dive bar I ever went to. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Nebraska bar too.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna go with Roca Tavern.
yeah. Roca Tavern.
Roca Tavern. And the reason that I say that is because it doesn't matter if it was a Monday afternoon or fucking 1 a.m. on a Saturday night. It was a shit show. Absolutely. Every time I fucking went there, it was a guaranteed good time and a shit show.
Oh yeah, and it was 3 miles from our house
On a dirt road
on a dirt road. And one time, John and I both had to drive home.
in the same vehicle. Scott did the pedals, I did the wheels.
Like, dude, I am triple visioning right now. You've got to steer.
Well, it's funny. Like we started going, and I was like, left, left, left. You know, and you got to say it a couple times till it catches in. And then by the time I said it, I'm like, right, 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 left, 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 left. Fuck it, I got it.
Like,
By the way, this is a show where this is very much a listen to the story. Do not try and replicate.
oh
situations.
yeah.
We do not
Don't try this
encourage
at home.
any of the behavior that we may speak about on this show.
Absolutely not.
It's 3 miles.
But we made
Dirt-
it. We
dirt
made
road.
it perfectly fine.
Yeah, Roca Tavern. That's a good one.
Yeah, until you figured out
Roca
this was like a
Tavern
Wolf
on
of Wall Street
Halloween.
situation.
Oh, Jesus
on
Christ.
Halloween. So Roca Tavern, there was in Nebraska. This is like right where we live. But
Sounds
there
like a so-no shit.
so no shit.
Oh,
So there's
I have so many Sono shits from
There's-
Roca Tavern.
there's three bars within like I don't know 20-mile radius.
Yeah.
and they called it what
the triangle of.
Oh no, the Bermuda Triangle.
yeah.
The Bermuda Triangle. They called it.
Bermuda Triangle.
call it
I
the
appreciate
Bermuda
the
And
Triangle.
there are 3 like country dive bars.
Like yeah, fucking small towns, fucking and
I can appreciate the
so
pun.
the Roca Bar was the closest one to us. That's one we went to. But all of these party buses would rotate.
yeah, on a Friday night, there'd be like 8 party buses that roll through this bar. So you just sit there,
And-
and about every 45
yeah.
minutes, a whole new crowd of people comes in.
You're sitting there and there's
And you're talking like
there's
30
you're sitting there there's 20 people in the bar. Then you like open your eyes because you're half drunk and there's 140
Yeah,
people
it's
in
standing
there.
room only. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
And then you like have another beer and there's 20 people. And then there's 140 again.
Oh shit! What was the name of that bar in Virginia Beach? I got in a couple of fights in that one. Started a conga line in that one.
Never a bad story with a conga
Well,
line.
a
Shit.
conga
always-
line would start a fight
every hour
time.
on the hour, there was another regular in there that would fucking sing "Afternoon Delight."
Oh my god, we had a regular at the Roca Bar.
Which one?
But I went to that bar so much, and like, I mean, daily, that there was a booth that me and my buddy sat in every time we went. That if somebody was in it when we showed up, the waitress would go ask them to move so that we could sit in our booth.
Nice.
But and now I can't remember the name of it. But it was an Irish pub, and the owner was a huge cigar smoker. So even when they went non-smoking, he rebuilt the restaurant to cut a wall through the middle of it, put in a second set of bathrooms on the smoking section, its own door and its own ventilation system,
Nice.
so that and it had a full bar on the smoking side too. So once you went onto that side, you never had to leave. Like you could pee over there or whatever. So I could just sit in there and smoke cigars.
So
and
let's caveat off of the best
and now I can't remember the name of that
best
fucking
place
bar.
to drink. And
Right.
What and because you brought up Irish bar, what's your favorite Irish bar to drink in?
Ooh, like specific.
Yeah.
Anything that has 2 items in the name.
So my favorite,
No, I'm serious.
my favorite,
Like here, one of the best
Like
Irish
the-
bars that
like
we had around
the
for a
Dog and
while.
Whistle.
Right, the Dog and Whistle, or like the Lion and Rose, or like
So I have two favorites.
Or
One
like-
of them is no longer in existence, and
Okay.
it was Mulligan's in Nashville on
Okay.
2nd Ave, and that place was amazing. Straight up Irish. Like the owners of it were like off the boat.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
barely
nice.
understand them. We used to go there all the time,
Okay.
and it was like if anybody got lost, because Nashville was like an hour away from Fort Campbell, so if anybody got lost, we all just met at Mulligan's at the end of the night because we started there.
Yeah.
And the owners knew all of us, and they're just like they'd take us in like under the wing. Like you
Sure.
show up there shit faced, don't even know your own name. They're like, fuck, get over here, John. Let's come here. And then my second favorite Irish bar is in Phoenix, Arizona. It's called Fibber McGee's. Yep. It's a shit-
I
that's
thought you
a
were going
shit
to go
show.
with Vegas and Nine Fine Irishmen.
No, it's a good one, but
Yeah.
it's just.
My-
I mean,
problem
it's
is you
Vegas.
can't give
It's
anything
hit-
in Vegas
and it's
like
hit-
a,
it's
this
hit
is my
and
favorite
miss.
place to drink.
Yeah, there's some days where
we've
fucking
had
it's
great
gross.
times in Nine Fine Irishmen, and we've had like it's as boring as fuck.
I've definitely had great times in
I've-
Nine Fine Irishmen.
I have I have two
one,
as well.
One specific.
Yeah.
One specific.
I have two as well. Well, technically, I have three, but all three of them are no longer in existence.
Yeah.
One was the Morgan's Irish Pub in Okinawa, Japan, where I learned to bartend. One was Hooligan's Irish Pub in Oceanside, California, right around the corner from my favorite dive bar, actually. I used to frequent between the two.
Funny how that happens.
And my tattoo artist was between them. It was real weird.
Creature habit.
And then the other one was Tom Giblin's Irish Pub in Carlsbad, California. It was a phenomenal pub, and that one's gone now, too.
My favorite one ever was definitely the one up in Virginia Beach, and I can't remember the name of it.
I mean, there's fucking
It's
two
upsetting.
dozen of them in
What's-
Boston.
what's that
but
little-
it
Oh, they're
doesn't
fucking
count.
everywhere.
It doesn't
Yeah.
count though.
What's that little speakeasy?
Again, it's just a
we-
bar.
What's the little speakeasy called that we would go to in Nebraska? You had to go in the,
The other
alley.
room.
The other room.
Yeah.
That was fun.
No.
Yeah, on a speakeasy side, that
They-
place is great.
they
I
did.
almost got kicked out of that place, and this is a funny story. So,
What the fuck is
they
that?
you can't use cell phones, you can't speak loud. It's cash only bar.
It's
They have
prohibition style.
No beer, no
awesome.
soda, no. And it's like, and it's legit. And the drinks they make, like the bartenders are fucking on point. Like they
Yeah.
know
Good drinks.
It's amazing. And this is one of my favorite places to go. And so I was in there one night, and usually they have the bartender and then they have a door guy because they have a big, huge, like prohibition style door with the little slider. And you got to ring a buzzer, and they have a red light and a green light if
And
they're full or not.
There's one of
full.
those-
the capacity is like 20
There's one of those
people.
here.
Yeah, but
There's
the
one in
capacity,
San Antonio.
The capacity there was like 18 people.
Downtown.
That was it.
Because you got to like call a number and
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so I get into this place and I'm sitting in there, and it was I don't even know what day of the week it was, but there was no door guy, it was only the bartender. So whenever the outside light was green and somebody rang the doorbell, the bartender had to go around from the bar and open the door because there was no door guy. Well, if you just start a drink, a lot of these drinks, the craft cocktails that they're making, take like 5 minutes to make the drink.
Oh, yeah,
They have
sure.
to zest and muddle and mix and do this and do that and fucking wave it
Yeah.
over Jesus and all kinds of stuff.
It's good stuff. Though.
Right.
So I'm sitting in there and I'm fucking hammered at this point because they make some pretty strong drinks, and I got to know the bartenders, and I'm fucking drunk.
Would you say
And,
you're actually hammered?
I was hammered actually. And so somebody rings the doorbell, and the bartender's like making drinks, and you know, like everyone in the bar that's sitting there knows how it goes because the dude's making drinks. He's the only one in here. Well, whoever's outside the door is very impatient. So about 30 seconds later, they rang the fucking bell again. And the bartender's just like, you could tell the look in his face, like
I'd
fucking
flip that red button on. Boop. Fuck you,
right?
dude.
So, and I look at the bartender to try to like gauge how long he has left until he's finished making the drinks to go do this. And he started on 1 out of 4 drinks he's making. They were all different.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude's going to be here for like 10 minutes. And I was like, hey, man, I got this. And he's like, before he can even say anything, I walk over to the door. And I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie Beer Fest.
Yeah.
But I walk to the door, I fucking rip open the little fucking thing, and I'm like, the password! And the guy on the other side of the door was like, oh, and I just slammed it back shut and walked back to the bar. And the bartender's like, bro! And I'm like, what? He's like, you can't do that. I'm like, you didn't know the password.
There's a place in Knoxville,
He
Tennessee.
couldn't even come up with a fake one.
No, yeah, just yodel, do something.
There's a place in Knoxville, Tennessee called the Peter Kern Library. It's a bar inside of a hotel, and you have to move a secret wall to find it.
Fuck yeah.
It's fucking dope. And you go in there, and it's all like leather bound fucking books and chairs.
There's
and
a
shit,
cigar
and
shop in Georgetown, just
Fucking
north of
dope.
Austin. It's like that.
the coolest bar I've ever been to.
It's,
So
it's called
that
Zodiac.
bar I was talking about is called Keegan's Irish Pub.
Nice.
Oh, I've been to a couple Keegans
And
before.
it's fucking phenomenal, and it's the family name. Like the
Yeah.
the couple that owns it are the Keegans, and they own it, and
Nice.
it's a phenomenal bar. Absolutely love that bar. most mind-blowing bar I've ever been in was 113 Rex in Alexandria, Virginia. But that's one of those, like, you have to know somebody that's a member,
Yeah.
and then you have to apply, and there's a 3-year waiting list to get in, and then it's $10,000 a year, and there was a $500 a month minimum that you had to spend in there. Even if you didn't, they just ran your card for $500.
Oh,
But
I know another.
It was
favorite.
one of those ones, no sign, no nothing, and you had a key card, and you had to swipe it on the street access, and that unlocked it. But when you swiped your key card and walked in, your personal locker popped open for you as soon as you swiped the key card to go in and shit.
it works
Nice.
perfect because when I'm drunk, I don't know what the fuck locker.
No, it
is.
was phenomenal. So there's elevator access to it through Landini Brothers Italian Restaurant on King Street in Alexandria, but it won't stop at the floor to be able to get into Rex if you don't have the key card to let you in.
That's fucking some secret shit, man.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
Noe Landini and his dad own
That's awesome.
that place, and it's the most mind-blowing bar I've ever been in, and it was phenomenal. We'd go when I was in the cigar industry. That's where I went. That was my nightly stop, and when I was up in Northern Virginia working up there, and I'd go every night. So I kind of became a member without being a member because I was also selling cigars to them.
Nice.
But they gave me a key card. Then it drove my buddy from Ashton he was so mad because I had the key card and they wouldn't give him one. And I convinced Noe to do it because we were sitting there drinking wine for like 4 hours or something like that. And I was like, dude, give me a key card to piss off Alec. And he's like, oh, that'd be funny, yeah. And so he gives me the key card. And I was like, shit.
It fucking worked.
John, the Gaelic Club, Lowell, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking fine establishment.
And if you don't know what the Gaelic Club is, have you ever seen the movie The Fighter?
Yeah.
It's that fucking girl Charlene's bar. Thinks she's so superior because she went to college. That's that bar. And the reason why it's called the club is because when they outlawed smoking, they were like, okay,
Oh, we're a private club now.
now we're a private club. So you go in there and you pay $1.
You got to
One-
become a member
one-
for
And
From
they,
life
give,
or
and
whatever.
they give you a lifetime membership
Yeah.
card, and now you can smoke in that bar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a great place.
What was
That's
that?
a great way to do it.
What was that bar we went to in Boston that was called the Stars Crest or some shit? And this was one of those bars that literally like the door is like cattywampus on the building because it's like a little strip on the corner.
Sure.
And to like go to the bathroom, you had to like go to the back and like go down some stairs and like through the fucking storage cellar, and that's where the bathroom was. And then you came back up, and it sat like 12 people or some shit.
So
But goddamn, the Guinness in there was fucking phenomenal.
yeah, man. Some of the funnest
I can't remember.
bars
I think
that
it was called like the
drank in-
Stars Crest or some shit.
Some of the funnest bars I drank in were in Chinatown in Boston.
Yeah.
Because they're not like every time that we ended up going to Chinatown is already shit faced. And we went there to get food. And we go there to get food, and somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows a guy that works somewhere and does something or whatever. And we go on this fucking rabbit chase through the streets of fucking Chinatown. And next thing we know, we're in this fucking bar. And it's like a baller bar, but there's no signs. Like you literally went through like a back kitchen door, you know, and it was like super shady as fuck. But it was so much fun. And I have no idea, like, I couldn't even tell you where they were.
That's usually the best times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, boys. I think the moral of this story is
Go fucking drink.
we're good at it.
Are you?
We're really good at it. And if you're not on our fucking level, you better get there. So,
no shit.
because that's called freedom.
What it really comes
But
down
if
to
you
is
have
like,
a problem,
yeah, tell somebody.
Yeah.
And John and I have an idea for a bar. So if you have a lot of money and want to invest, we have a really good idea.
it'll be really fun.
You want to sink a whole bunch of money into
Yeah, yeah.
something that more than likely is going to fail?
Oh no,
Call it easy.
it'll be
This
awesome.
is like something this has never been done.
and it would be great
Ever.
So if you have a lot of money,
Sure, everybody that was gonna
want to
open a
open
bar
the
said that line.
coolest bar ever.
I'm sure
No,
a lot of
no.
our listeners have a lot of money.
We'll talk offline about it. We'll
is
talk
amazing.
offline about it. Yeah.
Hit us
They
up.
do look at our Patreon.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of Patreon,
They all signed up for that shit while drunk. You can tell.
If you guys want to support this fucking display of mediocrity,
Oh god.
check out the links to the Patreon here in the description of this.
Yeah, or go find us on Facebook. if you're listening to us on Apple or
So I tried
whatever,
to,
go
I,
find us on Facebook. Our links are over there.
I
Yeah.
tried to sign up on Patreon the other day, and there was no negative amounts where you guys had to pay me. So, I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
So it won't work. I've tried it already. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I think on that note, though, boys, I'm gonna raise a glass to
I'll
you
do that.
fine gentlemen,
Yeah, why the fuck not?
I have
and just
one
to say,
drink left.
to say thank you for being my freedom friends.
4 fine gentlemen right here.
Most of us are
Irish. Yeah. Fucking
Cheers.
So yeah,
Like, share, subscribe, smash the buttons.
tell your mom.
Tell your mom's friends.
Tell your mom.
friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell your
mom's friends.
Don't tell my mom.
That John is still single, looking to mingle,
That's right. That's right. He is.
and trying to pull off that flocon de neige. If you don't know, you gotta know. Go find the other episode.
I'm borrowing Mikey's
Get
Crocs.
informed.
I don't know. Those ones that you just showed me, those will definitely fucking do the trick.
Those, yeah, I'll bet they're fucking expensive.
Well, those are actual brogue loafers. Those
Yeah.
pass.
but they were like
you don't need my approval
slip-on,
on those.
classy fucking.
That's right. But yeah, find us wherever your
Your podcast or
fucking
streamed.
podcasts are streamed.
So
like,
I-
supply.
Everybody
like,
who's listening has
subscribe.
already found us.
Yeah.
No,
but-
maybe not. We could be a rando on some of this shit.
Yeah.
So if you found us on YouTube or Facebook or some shit, go find us on fucking Apple or
Yeah.
Wherever the
Apple
fuck-
or
this
Google
far.
Play or Spotify, or if you've already come this far down the rabbit hole, just fucking grab on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Just like,
We're fucking doing this, boys.
full
Buckle up,
send at this point.
motherfucker.
And if
Smash
you,
all those buttons. Give us leave us a review. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Good, bad,
We'll go with
indifferent.
that.
We don't fucking care.
Nah, I don't fuck. Well, we do.
I mean,
I'm sensitive.
Well,
Make fun of Jazz. That'd be
you're
great. In the review, make
Yeah.
fun of Jazz. It'll be
They
awesome.
all fucking do. You obviously don't read the comments.
I do, and I love it.
Yeah.
That's how he's encouraging it.
Bring
I am-
more.
I
Bring
am
more.
I am the target of all their hatred. It's fucking fantastic.
but yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Yeah, fuck. Push the buttons. Give us money. That's like fucking how this boils down. Jesus Christ.
And fuck you guys.
And until
We're
next
out.
time, fucking smoke on, drink on, freedom the fuck on. Now fuck off.
Salute. Fucking cheers, boys.